What it do? What it do? What it damn do? 1500, 1500, 1500 on the clock. That's 3 o'clock in the afternoon at the height of the heat. We're dealing with a nice, decent, respectable 112. Ain't too bad, you know what I'm saying? If you put that talcum powder, they ain't stuck to your leg. You know what I'm talking about. So you should be all right. Now, I want to know if this was just between the couple of people that responded or just everybody. Who don't believe what I said when my homeboy, the mayor of Houston, sent me the post about no matter how fine that woman is, no matter how delectable and juicy and succulent and wonderful to look at, even more pleasant to talk to, no matter how wonderfully juicy and she just look like she just full of delectables. If you kiss it, it tastes like, you know what I'm saying, a lunch meat sandwich. All of that shit, no matter how much of that she is, it's somebody that can't stand her dog ass. Can't stand her. Can't stand her. Now, what the oxymoron of it is, and it's just a post, and I'm just talking. And it's just a post, and I'm just talking. But what the oxymoronic part of it is, all of those adjectives that describe her are all physical. Okay? And what you saw on the post, if you saw the post, was a woman from behind. She had plenty of image. She had meat galore. The way you'd like to see it. But you ain't talked to her. She's not talking. That's just a visual image of a physically dynamic specimen. You know what I'm saying? You like to see the cuff and the curve in the backside. You like to see the nice supportive, you know what I'm saying, well-shaped calves. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know I'm big on that. And then you see some nice thick thighs going up to a nice short skirt. And then, you know, you see the glutes. You see the glutes. You know what I'm saying? And to go further, okay, now you see a nice slim waistline. You know what I'm saying? You need to see a nice firm back, like it can take some, you know, destruction. So you see all that physically with your eye. With your eye, you see all that. But that hoe ain't said nothing. She ain't opened her mouth yet. She has not spoken to you. You have not talked to her. You have not engaged her. You just see her. Okay? Now, and one thing you don't say anything about is she by herself. A woman that fine over there by herself, that couldn't possibly be odd or weird. She must have been there for me. Now, that's your dumb ass thinking because you're using the wrong head to think with. Okay? This ain't no nightclub. This is just an open area. So let's examine this as to how the truth of the matter is so obvious. These women, I love them, and I love them all. You know what I'm saying? My mother was a woman. I know all about women. I've been with more women and men. Trust me, I know a lot. But what I'm saying is, when you talk about what the post said, as fine as these women are, and as beautiful as they are, and as fine as they are, you know what I'm saying? It's somewhere somebody done went through the ringer with their crazy ass. And they ain't all crazy. It's just how, through relationships and interaction, things get to be different. Things get to be unlike they were initially. And sometimes that falls short of, you know, that I just cannot continue to deal with that behavior for no reason. There is a reason. The reason is she's used all of what you have that keeps you sane. She's used that all up. She's used that all up. And guess what? It's required. She has to continue getting that from you. That is a source. It's like a power source. You know what I mean? Initially, you're going to give it of your own free will. Bae, give me that. Bae, buy me that. Bae, hand me that. Bae, bring home this. Bae, do this. In the early stages of your interactions with that woman, not particularly that woman, but the woman in question, you're going to do these things of your own free will. Why? Because it's fresh, it's early, and everything you need in that relationship is there, including any physical use of those physical attributes that you see. So you do this shit without question. You in the doggone grocery store with a list and a shopping cart, and y'all just dating. Oh, she asked for this, she said to get this, thinking this is how I keep things on the up and up with her. So she'll turn into, Candy McSnack ass in night and, do all the freaky things I like with the burning candles and the nipple clamps and all that, whatever she does. She does it. She does it. You don't need a bunch of women to do the things you like. You need one woman that will do what it is that you like as a man. Trust me, I'm a man. You need just one woman that will do those things that you like. You know what I mean? You don't like don't give me that shit about, she got to be 18, 19, 20 and all that bullshit about she young and flexible, all that shit. You don't want to go into a situation where you have to do all the instruction. You want somebody that knows what the fuck to do. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you know what I'm saying. I have a grown-up audience, so this should not be odd, and this should not sound foreign to any of you. Some of you smiling right now, because that is what it takes. Somebody who knows what to do and knows what you like. I ain't got to go through the ABCs about, the birds and bees with you. You know exactly what I like. That's why you're here. So you're out at the grocery store doing any and everything she tell you to do. You're going anywhere she tell you to go. You're taking her anywhere she asks. You're voluntarily doing these things. When those things start to decrease, when the amount of attention starts to become smaller, when the attention becomes shorter, those things become a little more annoying. I'm glad I'm doing this post for you, because I see that you're getting it. Because I swear to you on everything that I know, those requests that still come in the same amount that they always have, in the abundancy that they always have, as often as they always have, will start to become a little annoying. It's like somebody who comes to get money from the bank because their name's on the account, but they didn't put shit in it and still expect the money. The bank teller, pretty soon is going to be like, have you brought anything here to come asking for anything from here? It's just going to be like, and why do you ask with the nonchalant face like, I saw a watch that I like. It cost $7,000. You should get it for me. That's the look on their face. And the thought in their head is, I hope you don't get tired of me asking for shit, because I plan to ask for some shit next week too. That's her. Here's you listening to her ask about that watch for $7,000. My balls are full. They've been full for nearly a month. You should die asking me for anything. But that's not what you're going to say. That thought is in your mind as you look at her ask with that face, with no idea of how she could be making this much more easier to get this watch. How she could be greasing the tracks for this to be a smooth transition, which is simply just making sure I'm good and I'm straight. And then these requests that you make, as they were when we started, it's nothing. But you wanted, you got it. I probably would have figured out the watch you wanted and have brought it. Because when I'm good, you good. But if you find yourself asking and making women, when you find yourself asking, making requests for things you normally would have and get and are used to, don't give me that shit about, you don't put me in the mood to do it. Bitch, look at your wrist. Look at your fingers. Look at your neck. Look at your clothes. Look at your gear. Look at your closet. And when I say look, I mean go and look. I mean hold your hands up. I mean look in the mirror. I mean check yourself out. And then be careful that you ain't complaining about some shit that you got that you just so used to getting. Because that means you ain't fulfilling your end of the damn deal. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. You think I'm lying, but I'm not. You think I'm lying, but I'm not. So take this information home, jot down some notes, reevaluate yourself, and then Prac App. Apply the application. I'm sure you'll pass.